man. It's TT Torrez and Kash is here.
What up? What up?
Yeah. Shout out to Bobby Trans. He's on the set. It's a Friday night takeover. I'm so excited you're here. Finally, your project. It is here.
My
it is
album,
out.
My baby.
Stacked.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
It's here.
I know, like, how excited you are because I've seen you go through the process of, like, putting out the mixtape, getting your deal at Universal, sitting in my office for like an hour and a half, like just venting about the contract you signed and just getting off of that, and like to hear you, like just to see this project finally come out. It's like, I'm just so happy for you.
I'm so happy. Like, I was crying earlier in the interview. I just start being a baby. I say this is a baby. I'm about to give birth. I've been so fucking emotional and just happy, like all in one. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know this.
Is this
feeling.
your first official album?
It's my first official album.
Yeah.
It's my first official album that's not going to get taken down. That's going to be out to the world, and it's fire.
So let's talk about 100 of Us.
Okay, yeah.
That's one of the records off the album, right? So you said, being black is still illegal. They treat the pets more humane than us.
Yeah.
They killed my daddy before I could say his name.
Yeah.
Wow. That struck me, right? Because
Yeah.
I'm like, you come from Detroit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Shortage of jobs.
Man.
Poverty on a whole new level.
Yes.
People that used to, but people don't understand, used to be black wealth.
Right.
In Detroit.
Exactly. People don't know that part though. Like, we don't speak of that. Like, it really was a black wealth in Detroit for a while too. It was a long time out there. And you know what? Like, I want to talk about that record because the reason behind me making that record, I made it in LA, and it was the day Nipsey passed. Wow. I went into the studio and I was so, my energy was so thrown off because LA was so sad. It was just the vibe there, the energy there was so down. I'm like, somebody got to talk about this stuff, like in the record, you know? I don't feel like, you know, like I'm always talking about the politics, all that stuff. I don't get into that, but that what was on my heart. Yeah. And that's what made me go in there and talk about that, you know? And like, one of my friends, he passed away in Detroit. The police killed him because the dog was running up on him, and he shot the dog, and they killed him for shooting the dog, and they were more hurt that the dog got killed, and they barely talked about him.
Wow.
He died at his baby's baby shower. His name is Theo. You know what I mean? So I've seen this stuff. My daddy died on my first birthday. You know, it's just like, sometimes we have to speak on this, you know, like, especially when you have an audience. I feel like we speak on everything else, but we don't talk about that. Right. You know what I mean? Right. We don't talk about that.
So I feel like talking about your dad, this is what I get from the album. You talking about these things and talking about your father, it felt to me that was therapeutic for you.
Yes. Yes, very therapeutic, because, you know, I don't really speak on it. People don't know my story. People don't know why sometimes I'm like, you know, my attitude is the way it is, you know, the reason I just don't trust men, the reason they don't know. They don't know. You know, it's kind of hard.
But that's why I wanted to spend time with their music. Yeah. And because I wanted to listen to every lyric. Because I feel like when I see you, it's always like, oh my God, what's up, girl? Like, da-da-da-da. And then I was listening to your music, and I'm like, wow, she's really been through some things. Yeah. Like, I really didn't know your story, your background, and how you grew up in Detroit. Yeah. You know what I mean? And for those people who don't know Detroit now, it is a very disconnect between the whites in Detroit and the elitists in Detroit versus the black folks in Detroit, and the loss and the shortage of jobs and opportunities. Like, so they turn to the streets, and they turn to things to try to survive. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You leave us no choice. You know what I mean? You leave us no choice but go out here and to make money. And then we in the hospitals, you know, family got cancer, or we can't afford this, the hospital bills. We got to do what we got to do. You know what I mean? And then you come get us for doing what we got to do, but you're not providing us the jobs to get it done. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just all messed up in the city. Like, we got parts of the city that's where all the elites stay, you know, and I'm moving in there, and it's like you can't do nothing about it, you know, and I'm bringing my family with me. Period. I don't care. But we have that part, and they think they better than everybody. We got that part, but then we also have the real hood where it's vacant houses. It's you know, like the whole, it's blocks. That's nothing.
Let's talk a little bit about your father, right? when did your mom have the age-appropriate conversation with you about your dad? When did you know that my father passed away on my first birthday, and now I can't celebrate my birthday the right way?
Yeah, I feel on my birthday it's so bittersweet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because you do talk about that in one of my favorite records, but I want to get to that. Okay. I want to get to that record because that's actually the most favorite record that I love off the album.
Okay, cool. So my mom, I wanted to give props to my stepdad, right? Because he took care of me since I was 2 years old.
Wow.
So since I was 2, I've known him to be my dad, and he took care of me. He took me in. He didn't treat me no less than because my sister and brothers is his kids, and he took me in, and I never knew that he wasn't my father until I got up in 5th grade when I was like 10 years old.
Wow.
And my mom was like, "All right, I got to tell you. You know, I have to tell you something." And I'm like, "What?" Because back in the day, I only called my mom Rain, and I called my stepdad Sean. We never called each other mom and dad and stuff like that. And that's when we started getting into that point. Because my mom was
they let you call them by their real name?
Let me tell you why. Because we're like 15 years apart. My mom had me when she was 15 years old. My mom had 5 kids at 21.
Nah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. We grew up together in these houses on Dexter and Joy Road. It's like the worst neighborhood in Michigan. I didn't come from a beautiful background, you know, but they took very good care of me, you know. I never want them to feel like I'm trying to say that I was okay.
Right.
But when I found that out, that kind of threw me for a spin. I'm like, dang, because that's around that time when we were getting older, we're like, okay, we're going to go mom and dad.
Right.
And she had to tell me, you know, and I'm like, oh, wow. And I'm like, damn, all this time I'm thinking
that this guy is my father and he's really not.
He is, but, you know,
biologically. But biologically.
No, you know, and it was like, dang, you know, that messed a girl up. That's when, like, you know, I started changing a little bit. I changed a little bit. That's when I started being bad in school because you got to think all the way from kindergarten to 5th grade. I was an all-A student. I had 4.0s. That's it. I didn't get nothing less than a 3.6, and I was pissed about that 1 B or C. I was mad about it.
Right.
But I was so into school and happy about that. And once that happened, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, that's when I just started.
Was it that you just didn't care no more, or was it the fact that you felt all these years you was lied to?
I was just confused a little bit. I was just confused a little bit. I just didn't understand. Like, wow, you know, all this time, you know, I'm thinking this and it's not this. But even though he never made me feel less than or nothing, it was just like, but it's not that. It's not what I thought. You know what I mean? So my whole everything was just, I just didn't care no more. I was confused. Nobody care about me. I don't care.
This is my favorite song, and I thought I would get to this later. It's called Excuse.
Oh, Excuses. Oh, I love that song.
Okay, you got the Mary J. Blige and Method Man sample, All I Need. First of all, that is a classic. Okay?
That's a classic.
Classic. And then when I heard the beat come in, I was like, okay, she took something classic. This better be it.
It better be, right?
And then I heard the lyrics, and you said, may I be excused because I don't want to make excuses. When I think about the pain, when I wake up on today, you may have to excuse me.
Yeah.
Like, wow. I was like, damn, that hit me. And then it goes, I don't really party on my birthday. Sometimes it hit me in a worse way. And then I started listening some more, and then you said Young Stripper had a shaking like an earthquake. I didn't even know you was a stripper.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I'm like, did I miss this, or like, did I not? Like, I didn't picture you, or I didn't remember you being a stripper. And perhaps when I became a fan of you is when you and I met personally. Okay. So I met you as the woman you are today.
Right.
I didn't know you as the woman, the young lady you were before.
Right.
And I think that this is a perfect example of how you have to allow people their time to grow. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do.
Because some of the things that we would have did a year ago, 5 years ago, whatever, we no longer are in that space.
Mm-hmm. No longer that type of person.
You that person you were.
Same. You grow. You grow out of the way you were thinking before. You know what I mean? Like, I was just by any means necessary. I gotta get it. period. You know, is it my mom? I gotta help my mom, and I still help my mom. Like, my mom's straight. Like, I was like, all right, I gotta get it. You know,
so that goes into like your father passed away and then you changed, right? And so at that moment did you start going into the street life? Did you start saying, I just want to get this money? What was it for you that led you down that path? That's the story I didn't know about you. And me personally, I'm like, I want to know more about her and her journey and what she went through and why did she have to take that path to shake it like an earthquake? Because I didn't even know she was shaking it like an earthquake.
Oh, I was shaking like an earthquake. They're saying that earthquake was getting shook. No,
but then I'm like, she got the moves, dog. Like, she got the moves for the gram. I see it now.
No, see what it was like. I started transitioning and like, may I be excused because I don't want to make excuses. That's when I started messing up in school. So it's just like, can I just leave? Like, I ain't trying to show. I'm gonna act up in here and I don't want to make an excuse for it. So just may I be excused? You know what I mean? That there was like, that's when I shifted. Like, just knowing that it's so people can think that, oh, it don't bother me when you find out your parents, not your parents and stuff. Like, no, mentally, like from you thinking, you know, like you have your father and he's not here. And now you seeing pictures of him and now you knowing that, dang, you know what I mean? It's like, it struck you. It struck you in a different way. But my mom was so on me, I didn't go down a path of trying to be in the streets right then. That was 6th grade. That was 6th, 7th, 8th grade. Like, and then by the time I got in high school, I was fighting all the time. I used to fight. Man, I used to beat girls up. You say anything wrong to me, I was just angry. You know what I mean? Then I got to a happy space, you know, because I found something I love, which was writing poems. Yeah. And like, you know, dancing. I used to do dance routines. I was a fresh girl. We had a group. You know, I used to win trophies and belts for hip rolling queen. And, like, I dance, you know. And then once I graduated on time, I got out of school. I did what I had to do. I went to prom. My mom made sure I got my head back on straight. And I was okay. You know, I'm not going to say that it was all bad. It was just a little, I needed my mom. And she was there. It switched. It shifted. I was okay. I got over it. I graduated. Everything was smooth. I went to Henry Ford Community College for a couple years. I just couldn't take it. I couldn't do the school thing. I just couldn't. I got out of school. I'm like, I started working. I had like 4 or 5 jobs. Like I worked at Little Caesars, Better Made Chip Factory, Best Buy.
You did everything.
Mr. Allen's, Dots. That was babysitting.
You remember Dots? That's like the rainbow.
Okay.
Yeah, rainbow clothes.
Listen, I don't care about any means necessary. I'm a hustler. I'm going to get it. And I wanted money. I like to be fly. This is the Detroit that's just in me. So I always wanted to buy things and help my mom. And I always have. And then I got fired from one of my jobs for letting somebody come in and swipe a TV at Best Buy. Girl, so I got fired, but I had to quit so I wouldn't get unemployment, right? Boom. Got out of there and I needed some money. I was just like, you know what? I need some money. All my friends that I told you I had like dance groups with and stuff like that, all of those girls was in the strip club. So I'm seeing them in these big condos with these brand new cars, these little cute puppies, and they got the latest fashion. Yeah. And here I go waiting every 2 weeks for this check to come and this check to come to even make it $800 total. I'm like, oh my God, they make this junk in an hour. I'ma do it. They like, come on, you straight, you'll do it, come on. I'm like, right, I need to do that. So I had to move back with my mom for my apartment because I got, you know, that situation happened. So I moved back with my mom. And I'm like, all right, I can't live back with her because I finally had the freedom of having my own room and my own space.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
once you're on your own, you're not trying to go back.
So I never really had my own space for real, you know? So I'm like, oh, I'm back in here sleeping on the bed with Shawnee? No, I got to get it together. So I was hustling. I was out. I was at the strip club, and the rest is history. I got in there. My first night, I made like $700. Wow. I said, oh, I'm rich. At this point, because now I get $700 7 times a week. Yeah. Hold on. So that's 21. Hold on. $4,900. Hold on. I'm about to rack up right quick. Though it got worse.
Yeah.
I became so popular because I always been like that in school. Like, I always been like class popular, the hip roll girl.
Yeah,
you know,
you always
like,
have personality to carry you and whatever you did.
Always had that. You know, like
that it
factor. I don't know. And like when I be having interviews, people say, I be like, I don't know, it's just in me. That's something that I just was forever.
Yeah.
Like even like on the block, like I was the girl people couldn't wait to come outside. Like Keisha about to come outside. Oh my God, that's my girlfriend. You know, like it was always
it's about to get lit.
Yeah,
out here. We about to go get into some things.
It's about to go down.
It's about to go down.
When I got in there, I threw my first party. My first party, I made like $11,000.
Wow.
Right? Everybody came out because I was on Facebook and Instagram. Everybody came out. I'm like, oh my God, I made 11 G's. This is the most money I've ever seen in one time. I started making more money than the girls that was in there, you know? And so after that party, they seen that I could bring out a crowd. I didn't dance on the floor no more. I was only on the stage. If you got to book me to come out, I'm going to get on the stage, I'm going to collect my tips, and I'm leaving. Ain't nobody touch me no more. I was that girl. And there's videos and stuff that'll show that, like on YouTube.
I gotta go back and watch.
Yeah.
Mia, did you know this?
No.
Good story. I didn't even know this. This is what I'm saying. Like, I met you at a different point in your life, so I didn't know all of this until I heard the music.
Yeah, and you know what?
Which is good.
Yeah, this is perfect because this is what I want to do. That's why it's named Stack, because there's so many different layers to me. It's not just, oh, this is one thing I'm on. I know my future projects would be, just one thing, but I wanted this for people to be like, oh, I understand why she goes so hard. I understand why I get it now, you know, because people have, like, they don't understand me. They think that I'm arrogant, or they think that I think this, or they think that I'm just bitter, and it's not that, you know. I feel like this project, like you said, and you just confirmed that I wanted people to get to know who Keisha is.
Right.
Kash the artist, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you made that $11,000. You knew that you could get the money. What was the turning point for you to say, okay, I'm done with this strip club life?
Because I hated it. I never enjoyed it. I hated it. I hated being I was a tomboy growing up. I didn't like. I used to have to take like 4 shots of Grey Goose to get even in the mindset. To deal, like to talk to a nigga I know I wouldn't even talk to on a regular day. Like, you know what I mean? So
I sell them a fantasy, really.
I enjoyed the stage part. But the working the floor and all that, I couldn't stand it. I couldn't even stand it. I wasn't even too secure with my body, and like I didn't like it for real. I'm just be honest with you, but I did what I had to do. Yeah, you know what I mean, and it changed my life.
You had to survive.
Heck yeah. Then you think about Detroit. I ain't about to make no real money and no type of job in Detroit.
Absolutely. So you did what you had to do to survive.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's what it was, and then I had a boyfriend at the time, and he died. His name was Dex Osama. He was really popular. And I told him that I wanted to rap. And we were in the car, and he stopped. He looked at me like, because he hated me dancing. He used to pay me $1,500 every day, like, just stay home. I don't want you to do it, you know? So he looked at me, he said, dog, you know you really can do that? Like, you got the chain, the body, everybody already like you. You can do it. I'm like, right, I can. He like, yeah.
And you was already writing poetry.
I was already doing that. He knows that. And he like, man, we going to the studio tonight. I'm like, bet. We in the studio. We go to the studio. We make a freestyle. And we fought the whole time. That's how I knew I was passionate about it too. Because we argued the whole time. Because it's like, let me do what I'm going to do, and then you critique it later. Don't critique me as I go, because now I can't even get my creativity out first. Yeah. You know, so we argue back and forth, but when we got in that car and listened to that song, I was like, this is it. He like, this is it. You rapping. I'm like, I'm rapping. Wow. You know, I put it out on Instagram. I got paid for a feature. I got paid $2,500 for a feature.
Wow.
Then turned around, got paid another one for the video. Then turned around, they asked me, can I come out with them to open up for Chief Keef? I'm a fucking rapper.
Yes.
There it is. There it is. Then I did a remix to Tinashe 2 On.
And it was on.
I was in rotation on the radio. Wow. I was at the top 8 of 8 with a remix.
You found a new lane.
I found my lane. I found my niche. I found what I love. Yeah. And then it was like, I can get paid to do what I love.
And you took it serious.
Yeah, ever since then, I ain't looked back. That was 2014. I ain't been in no strip club. The only time I've been in there was throwing money. Yeah. Making money. I was still supporting the dancers because I come from that, you know.
Yeah.
I left it alone. I'm like, I'm straight.
So let's talk about Cheat. Okay, so Cheat.
Look, that's that record. That's the record before I played that. I was like...
So hold on. Let me just tell you what it reminds me of first. The beat. The Khalees record. I hate you so much right now. And but you're talking about like material things, shoes, bags, clothes. Yeah. And you know, when I see you on Instagram, some people might say, oh, she's flamboyant, she's arrogant, she's this, she's that. But me knowing you, you're not that. And I'm like, she's Detroit. Like, you are Detroit. The true definition of Detroit.
Girl. Yes.
Of a Detroit girl.
Yes.
Like, if you go to Detroit, they minks are going to be dragged to the floor.
Okay.
Their cars are going to be big.
With some tires on it.
The weaves are going to be long.
And glossy and pretty. We're going to have our Cartier frames on. And back in the day, you know, used to wear the gator boots.
Yes. But that's what I get. But people that don't know that culture of Detroit, your gold is going to be like, Gold, honey. Gold. It's gonna be everything gonna be dragging.
Detroit people will go broke on the latest fashion and don't care and feel good about it. You got to feel good about it. Like in school, it was a fashion show.
Yes.
That's what we're into. We're into that. I can't help. That's who I am.
That's Detroit though. So when I heard this record, I'm like, yo, this is so Detroit. Yeah. It's called Doing Too Much. You said, Kash, you're doing too much. You said, shut up, ho, you ain't doing enough.
Okay. Because what's doing too much? I'm just doing me.
Do you get that a lot though? Like in your comments, like, yo, she doing too much.
She overdoing it. Yeah, and be like, no, you just ain't doing it, or you underdoing it. Because that's like saying, TT, you getting too much money. It ain't no such thing as getting too much money.
I know. I want more of it.
Yeah. It's no thing. It's like, what do you mean? Like, who you talking to? Like,
you know, my man says that to me all the time. I'm like, I'll send him a picture of some shoes. He's like, you don't have enough? I'm like, no.
It's no such thing. Because next thing you know, you need another black pair that's not suede, or you need one with the 3 straps, because these got the 2, and then you need the ones with the gold bubble. Oh my God. I hope your
business manager is calming you down and teaching you, like,
I've been chilling lately.
That's a lot.
Well, I just bought me a new watch. It was my push present. Not this one. I bought a gold Rolex.
Oh, that one's 2019.
Beautiful.
That's gorgeous.
Thank you.
That one's gorgeous. Yeah, Let's talk about Coastal. Let me tell you what this record reminds me of. This record reminds me of that Kim record, Not Tonight. Remember that record where she had, I know this dude named Jimmy used to run up Wimby late night, drunk off that Remy. Pissy drunk off that Henny and Remy. That's what this record reminds me of. And so you say on this record, you talk about men from the South.
Yeah.
You talk about men from the West.
Yeah.
You talk about the East Coast dudes. And then you talk, of course, about the Detroit dudes.
Yeah. And up north.
And up north, right? I just have to ask. I'm like, well, who gives it up the best? Like, who's the best out of all of these different areas? And you can't be biased and just say, oh, Detroit. Nah, like.
But you know why I'm going to say that? Because I haven't really slept around for real.
No, but not. Well, see, I knew she was gonna think that, right?
No, and there's nothing wrong with. Because if I did, I'd be like, all right, over here, these niggas over here. But
I mean, like, give it up, like, spin, like, who are like the ones that treat you the best,
the most generous.
Yeah, the most generous. It has to be a down south guy.
How about to say down south? They are so like some Houston.
Yeah.
Them.
Yeah.
They be like really nice.
Do people
and they're not scared?
Do people assume you sleep around a lot because of what you rap about and because of your past? Do they automatically assume, oh, she got to be giving it up?
I don't know, because you know what? You know, like, you kind of can tell who do and who not. Like, the streets talk. So I think people kind of just know.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they do. I mean, I don't care, but I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't think have you ever experienced like someone just coming off the wrong way, thinking like, oh, they can get one up on you?
Yeah, like, especially, you know, niggas in my lane, they think they can do that with any woman.
Yeah.
Because of how quick women be quick to give it up. So, yeah, I mean, they all try and they be thinking it, but...
Then you got to shut them down.
That's what they get for thinking. You don't get paid to think.
What type of guy do you like, though?
You know what? I was just talking to somebody about it. Like, I don't really feel like I have a real type. I feel like I have a vibe. Like, I want to vibe with them. I do expect them to be cute.
Okay.
You know what
I'm saying? But do you like them rough? Or do you like them laid back, play your position?
I like them laid back and rough, though. I don't want him to be laid back and kind of chill. Like,
but he got to be able to boss up, right?
He got to.
Because one of your songs, you say, hold on. Go ahead. Keep talking.
No, because my demeanor too strong. I can't have a...
Right.
He can't. Because if you let me run over you, I'm going to run over you. I'm going to kick the door down. I'm overdo it.
No, because I was going to get to that, right? So No Lame. That's one of the records off the album.
Yeah.
You basically was like, if you are this type of dude, I'm going to cut you off. I don't want no connection to you after that.
Yeah, no.
Like, how do you just turn that emotion off?
I don't know. It's so weird. Everybody asks me that. Like, how do I do that? Because one minute I'd be talking to somebody, like even Jen. She'll be like, you don't talk to him no more? Like, nah. He said the wrong thing. Like, he eat tomatoes with nothing. Like, I don't want to talk to a guy like that. And she just, like, I really, like, one minute I'd be like, he cool, that's my boo. We've been texting for like 2 weeks. And then next thing you know, it's like, it's over.
But you also talk about, too, like, not being able to trust men. Like, can I trust them when I'm away?
Yeah.
Like, how does that play into your psyche? Like, because now that I know a little bit more about you, I could understand why you have trust issues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you get to a space of, like, I'm going to trust him?
I don't, you know what? It's just, because it's a lot that comes with me. So when you date me, and people know you date me, everybody want a piece.
Wow.
Everybody. And if you reachable,
you're not with it.
And I ain't about to be sitting here. Now you got all these girls saying thinking they got one up on me. I ain't got time for that. You can't keep control yourself. I'm straight. And I just rather not. That's why I've been single for so long. I just rather not.
All right, so you have a record called Feel Something. Now, I like this one, too, because you're singing on it.
No, that's Tiana.
That's Tiana singing on it? How did y'all link up and do that?
Tiana Taylor's daughter rocks with me hard. Junie loves all my songs. Junie will be like, Siri, play Kash Doll.
Wow.
Like, and Tiana be sending me stuff. Like, we get on FaceTime, me and Junie, and she be like, what you doing, Kash Doll? I'll be like, nah, I ain't about to get ready to go do this. She be like, oh, okay, well, you have a nice day. Are you feeling sad about your dad? I told her my dad passed because she seen my chain one time. I told her it was my dad, and she was like, don't be feeling sad about your dad, and you have a good day. I'll be like, okay, I'm not. You have a good day, too. So, like, me and Junie cool first. T my girl, too, but Junie is my girl. So, we be kicking it all the time, me and Tiana. That's my dog. Like, that's really my dog. Like, Tiana, when I was dancing, I booked her to come to one of my...
Wow.
Like, she was one of the hosts one time to one of my parties.
Wow.
So, like, she always been my girl. And I just sent her the record, asked her to get on it, and she got on it. Because she creative direct me and Big Sean video.
Wait, the Ready Set?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yep. I reached out to her because I'm always for women empowerment. So I see that's what she doing, and her videos be dope. So I'm like, do something for me, So I sent her the record, and she rocked with it, and she aced it.
She laid that. I thought that was you singing.
Mm-hmm. I wish that was me singing.
I love the story about you and Lil Wayne. I saw in an interview you said that his daughter messes with you, and you were like, well, shoot, go send this record to your dad.
Yeah. He hopped on it.
He hopped on it. That's crazy. Like, you don't care. You be like, we cool? All right, go ahead and hop on this record.
I'm a hustler by any means necessary.
You like, we cool like that? Yeah, come on, hop on this record. Yeah. Let's get this going.
Seriously, because I would love to do a song with Wayne. So I met him backstage, and he told me ice him out. And I was like, you know my song? Nigga. I was so excited. He was like, we got to do something. I didn't want to seem so thirsty, so I ain't just like... run right to him. But when he said it, I'm like, of course. So when I found that record, I sent it to him. I sent it to your daddy.
Oh, so here you go. You said, let's do something. Here you go.
Yeah, and he did it. He got it back to me in like 2-3 weeks.
That's good. That's
I was in the car screaming like, what?
A legend.
Wayne? Right.
Yeah.
And then he said in his XL magazine interview, he was like, they asked him about the female rappers.
And he mentioned you. I saw that on your Instagram.
I was like, oh. This is crazy. Like he said, Kash Doll, she be gone.
Does some of this stuff still surprise you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you enjoying it, though? Are you taking a moment to just really enjoy the process? And
I'm so happy that I feel like the timing is perfect.
Yeah.
Because if it would have happened before, it kind of would have just went by. Yeah. And now it's like I'm actually embracing the moment and what's happening because I've been through so much and I know what the moment is. I'm living in it. I'm in it, you know? So I embrace everything.
So... another one of my favorite records is the intro of the album.
Oh man, that's my favorite.
Yes, it's called Katie Diaries, and it's another vulnerable record.
I feel like that's an autobiography.
Yes, because I didn't know you had 6 siblings. I didn't know that. And then I know you and I talked about you signing papers and signing this contract, but I didn't know you signed to someone after only knowing them for a week. Like, what was so what was so intriguing about this person that you said to yourself, "Oh my God, I had to sign with him. Like, he's gonna change my life"?
See, the thing is, the guy, I met him through my dude, and they were like friends for like 13 years. They did like 13 years together and stuff. And he was like, he have a label, he do this, he do that. And then I know that Trick was on the label, Charlie Baltimore and stuff like that. And he was from the D. And I'm like, I feel like this is my way out of the D. You know, this is my step out. You know, and then he sold me a good dream. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know, because I saved up so much money from dancing that it wasn't even the finances, it was the resources. I really believe that, you know, he had those resources.
Yeah.
And I just took a chance. I was ready.
Yeah.
You know, I just felt like it was my time.
Yeah, and you made a bad decision without thinking it through, basically.
I made a very bad decision.
And here's the thing, though. That's a lesson, though, to a lot of, you know, young artists coming into the game. It's like you sign these production deals in hopes that they're going to work out and get you to the bigger deal. And sometimes they don't. You know what I mean? But you didn't give up.
No, I didn't. 2 years. I was fighting the case for 2 years. I didn't have music streaming for 2 years.
Yeah.
Every time I released anything, it wasn't about the money because he didn't even let the money grow and then collect it.
Yeah.
He wanted to hurt me.
Yeah.
You know, and then being a woman with morals and standards and, you know, like sometimes that can cost you.
Yeah.
You know, in a different way.
Yeah.
It could have probably been a little easier, but I wasn't having that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I stand for something.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. And you're like, I'm not going down that route.
No, I ain't doing that.
So when did you get the call from Universal? Like, this is where my home is going to be.
You know what? Why I rock with Universal Republic so much is because when I was going through the process, they were still there. They didn't just like, because there was a lot of people reaching out to get me, but, you know, it was like a hazard. Like, no.
Because you had that one song that was bubbling.
For
everybody. Yeah, that's when I first discovered you. For everybody.
For everybody. And that song was going. And when I've been through a few little means, people was trying to sign me or whatever, but what stood out to me is like they really cared. You know, like I felt like they really cared. They stuck around the whole time. They were even helping me finance certain things, and I wasn't even part of them yet, you know?
Yeah.
Like I didn't sign no papers or nothing. They were still like, they were there.
Yeah.
And I just really rock with that because I feel like as a team player, I want people around me that's passionate about it first and not just I mean, of course it's about the numbers and the money, but they wasn't like, okay, well, I'm not getting nothing out of this. It was like, no, they really try to help me out of my situation. And that's what stood out the most. I want a team.
You wanted people to really
rock with me.
Rock with you as a person.
Yeah.
Mia Bell. Come on over here to this mic over here. Yeah. Shout out to Mia Bell. Mia Bell, you know, she does all our digital. Mia Bell also is on the air at Hot 97. Mia Bell. So I'm going to play a little game between you and Kash Doll. Okay?
Oh, no. I'm bad at games.
You bad at games?
Yeah.
A little game. All right. This is a speed game. Y'all have to just answer the question.
Okay.
Without even thinking about it. It's fun. I'm not going to ask y'all nothing crazy.
Okay.
Boxes or briefs?
Briefs.
Yeah. Briefs.
Okay. Bad breath or bad teeth?
Ooh.
Bad teeth.
Yeah, bad teeth. Stank breath is hard.
That's hard.
Yeah, and that
because
says a lot
sometimes
about
you
the
can't
person dealing with you.
Yeah, it's like, we can fix the teeth, but you can't fix that hygiene.
Right.
Yeah, I just bound some teeth.
Right.
Nice shoes or nice watch?
Nice shoes, yeah. Nice shoes.
Really? I would go for nice watch.
Really? So you want some messed up shoes?
That's the first thing I look at. What he got on his feet?
Yeah, I think the shoes. Okay, so we on the roll.
Right.
Okay. Suit or blazer?
Blazer. Actually, suit.
I like suits.
Fuck it.
I like suits. I'm about to say, did you see that going bad video?
Right. Oh my gosh, you're right.
Yeah, I like Suits.
The Suits?
Yeah, and you could mess up a blazer easily. Like if he throw on some bootcut jeans and it's like,
when you put that suit on, you just look gets presidential. Like,
right. But it got to be tailored well.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Corporate thug or geek?
Corporate thug.
Corporate thug, yeah.
Corporate thug.
Thug.
But it's like the geek is like developer of this new Amazon guy, you know?
Right. You know what? I think
missing
that's
out.
go into geek.
Y'all missing
Maybe
out.
both.
I'm
Could we get
corporate thug.
both?
Y'all missing out.
I'm corporate thug. I need a thug. I need a nigga that's on. I can't do no geek. I don't know.
Right.
Okay. Rich,
Okay.
but he has bad sex. Would you date him or not?
No.
No.
Nope.
No, I buy my own stuff.
Right. I give my
can't
own
fake
money.
the sex. The sex gotta be. I'm not.
turn
No.
off.
No. Cause
Right.
then I ain't even gonna be wet.
Right. That's torture.
That's
putting
torture.
yourself through
He's like-
torture.
A Jeff Bezos at Amazon, and his money is just crazy money.
I just can't.
Or he's just going to get cheated on. And we don't want to do that.
We don't wanna do that, yeah.
Right. We're good people.
Have you guys ever cheated on someone?
Yes.
I'm not a cheater, no. Not yet.
You know,
have.
I've never cheated
Really?
on a guy. I wanted to though.
I've cheated.
What was your
that
experience?
like?
It was fun. It was fun. I felt good. It was revenge.
Really?
Revenge cheating, though.
Yeah, it was
Because he
revenge
cheated on you first?
Yeah, it was one time. I did it. Yeah, and I was happy about it. And I
Okay.
told him.
And what did he do?
Really?
How'd he react?
He tried to square up, and we squared up. We fought.
Who won?
Nah,
Who won?
he won, but
We don't want to do that ever again, okay? Ever.
Oh my god!
no,
that
because
was
if you
so
do it,
fun.
I was probably like 21. I was pissed, like, cause I really loved this guy, like,
Really?
and he cheated on me with the girl around the corner.
Mm.
So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna cheat on you with the nigga around the corner. And then he ain't find out because we know we slicker.
Right.
He ain't find out. I told him, I'm like, so while I heard you did that, I did this. And we went down, and I ain't care.
And that was
Man.
that.
And we broke up.
Okay.
I broke up with him.
I feel it. Hey, it happens.
It happened.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so much fun. All right.
That was.
So, what is something about yourself, Kash Doll, that we don't know about you?
I don't think people know I got freckles.
Really? I didn't know.
I have freckles.
I got freckles too. All in here, right
Yeah.
here, like a splash of them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Right up in there. So people be like, you like a strawberry shortcake. Like, you know the brother. Because she got freckles and she brown.
Right.
I think people would know Pisces is a little emotional. I'm a little emotional.
Yeah.
I don't know if people know I'm a tomboy, really at heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I probably be having on heels and stuff all the time. But behind that, I'm a little boy.
Yeah.
What else would I say? I think I say I like having sex in my songs enough.
Yeah.
I think I'm a porn star.
Okay.
Really?
When I do.
Find that one. But it's important, right? When you have that one guy,
You got to put on for him.
You got to put on for him. You got to put on for
Yeah,
him.
yeah. I think people probably already know that.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I'm so open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm open enough, but like in Stack, you kind of get a...
Yeah, you get a very good glimpse of who you are. And I noticed that it's 20 tracks, right, on the album?
No, it's 17.
17?
Yeah.
17 tracks on the album, and they're all like in 3 minutes, so you couldn't like listen and
Yeah.
not get tired of listening.
Yeah. I wanted to make it like brief,
Right.
to the point, fun. So
Yeah.
you don't mind doing it, listen to it again and again and again. You don't want to have all them long records.
Yeah. Yeah. And Mia, anything else that you would want to ask?
This was a great conversation, by the way, because I learned so much. Because all we see is social media,
That's
obviously,
it, right.
and what other people say. I never really buy into all of that, but just listening to the story, amazing.
Thank you.
But my only question is, why was Hustler so short?
No, Hustler is Kelly's gonna have her own series. Like, I'm about to have.
When? Drop it.
I remember
wanted
all of it.
That's the online.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, the
I
thing
was
is,
so
the
mad.
guy that played Drake, he really died in real life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
So give everybody the backstory for who don't know what Hustler is.
Okay, so Hustler, that's one of Junie's songs. Junie likes that song. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
She be Hustler.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But it's like a song talking about the strip club life, right? Because everybody see the glitz and glam of strip club. The girls want to go do it, but they don't know the backstory. They don't know what be going on in them clubs. You know what I mean? I actually was in a club when I was dancing. There was a girl that went missing, and we still don't know where she's at from stuff like that. So I wanted to show the dark side of it. You know, like it ain't all peaches and cream if you really if you mentally not strong enough for the strip club. You have to be mentally strong, and you have to stand for something, because you can get dragged into that. So, you know, like I really like writing stories. I wrote that probably like in 2016. I wrote that a while ago, and I always want to act it out because I like acting and stuff. So, you know, the backstory is just showing the world like what goes on in a strip club that people don't talk about. Like
it needs to be a movie, because I was watching like, oh my gosh, what happens next?
It's good, right?
It's gonna be it's gonna be to be continued. It's gonna be called the Kelly Chronicles.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
I'm gonna keep on. Yeah, I'm gonna come out to New York. I'm gonna go to Miami. I'm gonna go to Cali.
Amazon, Netflix. Y'all need to pick that up.
Yeah, they need to pick that up.
No, for real. Because I watched them, was like,
that's good.
Yeah.
Make sure you copyright that and trademark it and do the business side.
And you
of
know
that.
what's so funny is I put mine out before the actual Hustler movie come out.
Yes.
But the thing is, to actually do a movie, I know how long it takes. So they was working on that, and I was working on mine, and it came out. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I thought that was so crazy.
But because the music went along with it, it turned it into a whole different thing.
Yeah, it separated it or whatever. But I just felt like that was crazy. So I was like, I got to make sure that I do all my paperwork right. Because people think the same thing. And sometimes it don't even just mean that, oh, you stole my idea, even though people do that too.
Right.
But sometimes just great minds think alike.
Right.
Yeah.
And now you sitting there mad because you ain't do your paperwork right, but they did.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm definitely, that's done already.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Gotta get that. All right. So Kash Doll single, dating.
Kash Doll is super single.
So the rumors that you and Big Sean are dating.
Who said that though?
I saw that on one of the blogs because you were on FaceTime. Was it Gossip in the City? And they had a screenshot of you.
Man, that's my best friend. Let me tell you something about my
And
best
I'm
friend.
like, well, she's always on FaceTime with Big Sean. Like, that's her friend.
That's my friend. Remember I was on FaceTime with him
at Summer Jams.
Yeah.
When we were together. I was like, she's always on FaceTime. Matter of fact, I called Jen. I called you. I think you were busy. But then I called Jen. I'm like, I need him on a record. One of y'all reach out to him and tell him I'm trying to reach him?
Well, she didn't tell me that.
I called you. She hooked me up though.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah. She hooked me up.
Okay.
But I called you first, but I was like, man, she busy with her album. Let me hit Jen.
Yeah.
And she connected
we
me.
were just friends. That's my homeboy from the hometown.
Yeah. But I love the fact that he supports you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, y'all do records together, and he stands next to you, and because you know
got my back.
Yeah, he's big in the culture.
Yeah,
you know,
he is.
Like, and I think that for him to do that, like, I love that.
Yeah, I love it too. I love him.